Caitlin Clark, at the tender age of 22, is already one of the most talked about athletes in the world of basketball. She's not just a standout player, she's a phenomenon. Known for her jaw dropping long range shots, exceptional court vision, and a style of play that has redefined what it means to be a star athlete, Caitlin Clark has made an undeniable mark on the game. But recently, her decision to turn down a seven-figure contract offer from the unrivaled league has sent shockwaves through the sports world, leaving many to question her reasoning and the future of women's basketball. Let's rewind for a moment to understand why Caitlin Clark's decision is such a big deal. It was revealed that the Unrivaled League, a new 3v3 basketball league that promises high salaries and a short season, extended a lucrative $1 million contract to Caitlin Clark for just 9 weeks of play. On paper, it seemed like an opportunity too good to pass up. The league had positioned itself as a disruptor, offering more money than any other league in women's basketball, along with a more fan-friendly format. For many athletes, a $1 million paycheck for 9 weeks of work would be a dream come true. But Caitlin Clark, in a stunning move, turned it down without hesitation, leaving both the unrivaled league and many basketball fans scratching their heads. At first glance, turning down such an offer might seem like a bold move. But when you consider Caitlin's remarkable career trajectory, her decision starts to make more sense. Clark is not just any player. She's one of the most dominant forces in basketball today, male or female. Her skills have taken her to unprecedented heights. She broke records during her time at the University of Iowa, and with her incredible performances, she helped bring women's college basketball into the mainstream. Her scoring abilities, especially her three-point shooting range, have made her an instant fan favorite. Yet, her decision to reject the contract offer from the unrivaled league shows that she's playing the long game and isn't swayed by the allure of quick financial gain. To understand why Caitlin Clark turned down this offer, we need to look at the bigger picture. For one, she has already proven herself in ways that most athletes can only dream of. Clark has redefined women's basketball, taking it to new heights by helping the NCAA tournament break viewership records and inspiring a new generation of basketball players. Her presence alone has helped elevate the WNBA with record-breaking ticket sales, merchandise, and unprecedented media coverage. But it goes beyond that. Caitlin Clark's impact stretches beyond just women's basketball. She's become a global sensation, inspiring millions of young athletes to believe they too can achieve greatness, no matter their gender. So, when Caitlin Clark turned down a $1 million offer for 9 weeks of 3v3 basketball, she wasn't just rejecting money. She was rejecting the idea that her value can be measured in dollars alone. This wasn't about financial insecurity. It was about her value as an athlete and as a brand. Caitlin Clark is a superstar, and she knows that she's worth more than what the unrivaled league was offering. In her mind, that $1 million didn't come close to capturing her worth, either as a player or as a cultural icon. To truly appreciate why Caitlin rejected the offer, it's crucial to consider her career and what she's already accomplished. Caitlin Clark is the most prolific scorer in college basketball history. She holds records for the most points in a season, and her three-point shooting ability is virtually unmatched. But it's not just about statistics. Clark has proven herself on the biggest stage. She led the Iowa Hawkeyes to the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament Championship game, and her performances during the tournament helped elevate the visibility of women's sports as a whole. But more than that, Caitlin Clark's impact has transcended the court. She's been a driving force behind the rise of women's sports and the increased visibility of the WNBA. Her influence has been felt in every corner of the basketball world. Clark has single-handedly changed the way people view women's basketball, and her ability to captivate audiences has generated record-breaking viewership for the NCAA Women's Tournament. This is a level of impact that most athletes, male or female, could only dream of. Given all that Caitlin has accomplished, it's clear that the unrivaled league's offer wasn't going to be enough to sway her. The $1 million was tempting, But Caitlin Clark isn't someone who makes decisions based on short-term financial gain. She's already secured lucrative endorsement deals with top brands like Nike, Gatorade, and Beats by Dre. These partnerships are a reflection of her status as one of the most marketable athletes in the world. In comparison, the unrivaled league's offer seems small, almost like a stepping stone in the larger picture of her career. For Caitlin, the unrivaled league's 3v3 format, while exciting for some, simply doesn't match her ambitions. She thrives in the full court, fast paced environment of the WNBA, where she can face off against the best players in the world and continue to grow her game. The unrivaled league, with its short season and focus on a 3v3 format, simply doesn't offer the same kind of challenge. Clark is someone who wants to prove herself at the highest level, against the best players, in front of the brightest lights, and on the biggest stages. The unrivaled league's offer, while financially enticing, couldn't offer her the same kind of platform to showcase her skills or elevate the game. Caitlin Clark is a player who is focused on legacy, on winning championships, pushing the boundaries of women's basketball, and leaving a mark on the world of sports that goes far beyond just being a great player. This is why, despite the financial temptation, she turned down the unrivaled league's offer. She knows that her value is measured in much more than just money. It's measured in the lasting impact she can have on the game. This decision also underscores a bigger issue in women's sports: the ongoing struggle for fair compensation and respect. Women athletes have long been undervalued compared to their male counterparts. They've been forced to choose between financial security and pursuing their dreams. Caitlin Clark's decision to reject the unrivaled league's offer is a challenge to that status quo. It's a statement that she won't be reduced to a gimmick or a marketing tool. She's demanding that her talents and influence be respected and valued accordingly. And that's exactly what she deserves. Moreover, Caitlin Clark's decision shines a light on the unrivaled league's marketing strategy. While the league may have offered a big paycheck, the underlying reason they wanted Clark was clear. They saw her as their ticket to legitimacy. League president Alex Bizzell practically admitted as much when he called Clark an outlier who could bring in viewers. In other words, they didn't want Caitlin Clark just for her basketball skills. They wanted her to be their brand ambassador, the face of their fledgling league. Without her, the unrivaled league might have struggled to attract attention, let alone establish itself as a legitimate competitor to the WNBA. Yet Caitlin's rejection of the offer also points to a larger problem with the way leagues and sponsors treat women's athletes. Caitlin Clark's worth isn't something that can be captured by a single contract or a sponsorship deal. She's not just a basketball player, she's an international icon who is changing the game. Her decision to turn down the $1 million offer sends a powerful message to everyone in the sports world. If you want the best, you have to pay for it. And not just with money, but with respect, opportunities, and recognition. So, where does Caitlin Clark go from here? She'll likely continue to dominate the WNBA, chasing after championships and continuing to grow the sport in ways that no one else can. But beyond that, she's already proven that her influence goes far beyond the basketball court. Her future is bright, and her decision to turn down the unrivaled league's offer is only the beginning of her journey to become one of the greatest athletes of all time. Caitlin Clark's legacy will not just be defined by her on-court success, but by the way she transformed the entire sports industry. She's not just playing basketball, she's changing the conversation around women's sports. And in doing so, she's laying the foundation for the next generation of athletes. As for the unrivaled league and other leagues looking to capitalize on her talent, they'll have to step up their game if they want to keep up with Caitlin Clark. Because when you have a player of her caliber, you can't just offer her any contract. You have to meet her where she's at and offer her the respect and opportunities she deserves. In the end, Caitlin Clark's decision to turn down the $1 million offer isn't just a personal choice. It's a statement to the entire sports world that she won't settle for anything less than greatness. And with that kind of mindset, there's no limit to what she can accomplish.